Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is D Flawless, and welcome back to Flawless Reads the TWAB for January 2022, written by DMG. Let's jump into it. This week at Bungie, we're sweeping up some blues. Yes, give it to me now, Dylan. Time's been flying by, hasn't it? Including the article you're reading today. Just 5 TWABs stand between you and the Witch Queen. We don't yet have the technology to enter a hypersleep that can bridge these gaps, but we do have the power to set some expectations on topics we'll be covering between now and then. This week, we'll be talking about power, blue drops, gunsmith reputation, some shifts in exotic sources, and more. Over the next few TWABs, we'll be making Vanguard rep, Gambit reworks, weapon crafting, and Void 3.0, but not necessarily in that order. Don't forget the patch note previews and additional weapon tuning detail. It'll be a fun time, and hopefully we'll give you some things to chew on each week. We may even have a trailer or two to share with you before launch. If you haven't been on social media in the last week, you might have missed some bite-sized snippets of story. There we go. We have some the Witch Queen teaser from the Destiny 2 Twitter account. You can check that out. So let's kick things off with power and where your guardians will stand when it's time to embark on the Witch Queen's campaign. The power is yours. Who remembers Captain Planet? Shout out if you remember Captain Planet. Type it in the comments if you do. Of the YouTube video, not chat. I mean, you can type it here in chat, but type it in the YouTube channel. In the realm of Destiny, power is not only a measurement of your guardian's general abilities, but a consistent gauge for players on whether or not they'll be able to tackle a given challenge. While the Witch Queen won't feature a big overhaul to the ways in which you gain power, we do have some general updates coming on launch day to get returning and new players up and ready for a fresh campaign. First, let's talk about some definitions. Some of you may know these by heart, but we're always excited to introduce new lights and returning players to information like this. Floor, the lowest possible power for a piece of gear, starting point for new characters. Soft cap, the point at which general drops stop being automatic upgrades. Powerful gear drops are now the best way to gain power. Power cap, the power at which powerful drops stop being upgrades. Pinnacle gear drops are now the only way to gain power. Hard cap, max possible power from pinnacle drops, ignoring artifact power. Starting on February 22nd, the power floor will be updated to 1350. Any player who signs in will be at appropriate power levels to start the Witch Queen campaign, even if they've taken a recent break from the game. Oh my gosh, Savathun. I mean, just look at Savathun, dude. Come on. Through general gameplay, players can reach the soft cap to 1500 by earning general gear through activity completions, chests, and more. This includes rare and legendary drops. Once reaching the soft cap, players will need to earn powerful drops from vendor challenges and other objectives in the game. Once reaching the power cap of 1550, the only upgrades that players will find are the in-game activities that offer pinnacle rewards. Your final stretch to the hard cap of 1560 will be through raids, Trials of Osiris, Iron Banner, and other in-game PvE sources. There will be some adjustments to pinnacle and powerful sources as these shift yearly to focus on newer seasonal content and fresh Destiny 2 expansion content offered with the Witch Queen. Keep an eye on tooltips as you start completing activities, as they'll specifically note the different types of rewards that they offer. We have no doubts that our more eager players will create guides within a week of launch, but we hope that the power climb is fairly easy to understand once you get your boots on the ground on February 22nd. Give it to me now, Bungie. Just give me the Witch Queen now. I won't tell anybody. I'll be quiet about it. Just give it to me. Designing an economy is easy, right? Short answer, absolutely not. Nothing in game design is easy, especially when tackling the various currencies and exchanges that Destiny 2 offers. This week, we'll be diving in with economy feature lead Joshua Kalinsky, speaking to some exciting changes on behalf of the team. Joshua, beginning with the Witch Queen, blue rewards will stop dropping from playlist activities. Yay! Yay! Once the players have reached the soft cap. Yes! Yes! Hashtag thank you, Bungie. In chat right now. Hashtag thank you, Bungie. Players above the soft cap 1500 power in the Witch Queen will instead see a slightly increased chance of receiving legendary rewards from these activities, or a small amount of legendary shards. Blue weapons and armors will continue to drop from enemies and chests while playing Destiny 2, but we hope that this will reduce the need for players to manage their inventories and reduce the frequency of visits to the postmaster when running playlist activities. Thank you so freaking much. Got a cool little sweeper bot sweeping up some blues. We have some more work ahead of us when it comes to rarity as a subject in Destiny 2. While blue gear helps players increase their power earlier in the game, we want to look at their place in the overall game. We aren't expecting any major changes in the next few seasons, but we'll be spending time behind the scenes thinking about the future of rare drops all up. There you go. What do you think about blues? So I think the problem with blues is that they're useless, right? Imagine though, if blues got random rolls, but instead of maybe 2 slots like a legendary has, it only has 1 slot. So that way you still kind of get excited. You might get a really good blue drop, but the legendary, you're still going to have more slots. I don't know. I just kind of thought of that on the fly. Let me know what you think. Gunsmith reputation. That's if they want blues to stay in the game. A lot of people are just remove blues. But if you have blues that drop and they have random rolls, you might be able to get a really good one. You know what I mean? Gunsmith reputation. Banshee 44 is getting a new reputation system that matches the other vendors in the tower, such as Zavala and Shack. This means we are removing some of the items that were previously associated with gunsmith reputation, namely gunsmith materials and weapon telemetries. Players will now earn reputation rank progress with Banshee 44 when dismantling legendary and exotic weapons and armor or by completing daily gunsmith bounty. Players will want to spend their gunsmith materials and weapon telemetries at Banshee 44 before February 22nd, 2022. Any materials that are not spent will be removed from inventory automatically. Spend your gunsmith materials, chat. Do it. Don't get got. You can get that god roll that you haven't been able to get. Mods and mod components. We will also be removing mod components from the game. Starting in the Witch Queen, weapon and armor mods sold by Banshee 44 and 801 respectively will no longer require mod components to purchase and will instead cost 10,000 glimmer each. Furthermore, as part of this update, we are increasing the number of mods available on each vendor at a single time from 2 to 4. Before we move on, it should be noted that all ghost mods that generate weapon telemetries will be removed as they no longer serve a purpose. These mods are Arc Analyzer, Solar, Void, Omni, and Banshee Special. Rahul's taken over. As we have mentioned in the past, Master Rahul will be inheriting Spider's material exchange duties in the Witch Queen. Exchange rates should match what you know from Spider for now, but these services are being shifted to the tower as the Tangled Shore will soon be off limits to Guardian. In addition, Rahul will also be picking up some of the wares that Banshee 44 and 801 once offered, specifically the sale of enhancement prisms and ascendant shards. As noted above, this makes space for more mods to be available for purchase during a given week. Rahul will offer these materials at the same price as Banshee 44 and 801 once sold them. Okay. So Rahul won't be completely useless now. What, like Rahul right now, he just decrypts prime engram. Like he won't even look at your Umbral engrams. I think that's the biggest crime with Rahul, but nice to see him getting a bit of a glow up, I guess. I don't know. I'm still salty about Rahul since D1. Enhancement prisms will cost 10 enhancement cores, 25 planet materials, 10,000 glimmer. Ascendant shards, 10 enhancement prisms, 100 planetary materials, and 50,000 glimmer. As a final note, before we move on to some exotic news, Master Rahul will also be able to decrypt Umbral engrams, so players will not have to hop between the helm and the tower to decrypt all the engrams in their inventory. Focusing for individual seasonal weapons and armor will live on seasonal vendors in the helm moving forward. So if you want to focus on a specific weapon from a given season, you'll still need to head to the helm for decryption. Well, there you go. Just shut me up immediately. I spoke that into existence. You're welcome. You're welcome, chat. Hawkmoon and Dead Man's Tale. As of February 22nd, 2022, Harbinger and Presage exotic missions will no longer be accessible. The team still wanted to preserve the ability for players to obtain random rolls on these weapons. Therefore, instead of adding these items to the Monument of Lost Lights, as we have done with most of our previous exotics that no longer have sources, these 2 weapons will show up as part of Xur's inventory each week. Oh, you can get a new roll each week. That's actually huge. Every week, Xur will offer a unique roll for both Hawkmoon and Dead Man's Tale and will be purchasable to all players that own Beyond Light for the following materials: 1 Ascendant Shard, 1 Exotic Cipher, 125 Glimmer, and 211 Legendary Shards. That's kind of steep. That's a bit steep, huh? Ish. Wait, before you go, what about these exotic catalysts? Oh, that's something fun. The Hawkmoon, DMT, and Agar Scepter catalysts will be moved to the playlist activity Strikes, Crucible, Gambit completions. In addition to these 3, we have also added the ability for 3 catalysts that have been absent from Destiny 2 to drop from playlist activities as well. Please be Whisper. Yes! The full list: Hawkmoon, DMT, Agar Scepter, Outbreak Perfected, Whisper of the Worm, and the Force Horseman. I can get all these catalysts. I don't have them. Sadly, not sadly, but back then I was a filthy casual, didn't have time to get them. So now I can go knock these out as I encourage you to do. Big changes, man. This is awesome. Save the raid date. Okay, we got a raid date. The Witch Queen has a new raid. Surprising, no? While we still have a bit of time before the world's first race begins, we wanted to get a rally flag planted in the sand for when you should expect to be taking on the challenge. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen Redacted Raid. We still don't have a name. March 5th, 2022. March 5th, 2022. What day is that? That's the Saturday. That's the Saturday after release, the following Saturday. Very nice. We'll have additional details on contest mode, Bungie rewards, and other need-to-know information closer to the date. Until then, get in those time off requests. If you're still in school, we do not advise faking sick notes from doctors or lying to your parents to stay home. Go to class, do your homework, ace those tests, be a good student, conquer the raid boss that is the essay due next week. Raid prep can be an evening activity. We'll be proud of you either way. Reload. Earlier this morning, okay, so we have some hotfix, known issues, movies of the week. Let's see who won. We got Race of the Galaxy by Zen Picks. Congratulations, Zen Picks. We have Journey to Witch Queen trailer, fan-made. It's a fan-made trailer. So congratulations to Highlander for winning. Artist of the week. I love the art of the week. Oh, look at this. Starkiss. That's a good looking hunter, baby. I mean, not as good as Teresa, but that's a good looking hunter. Very nice. Congratulations, William Timmis with Shax. It's like a portrait of Shax. Nice. Oh, that's a toy. That's toy photography. That's cool. That's a picture of his toy. There you go. So congratulations to those winners. Don't forget to show off your incredible creations by tagging AOTW and Destiny 2 art. You want to see them all, just easy on the feels, please, because what's coming next is a doozy. A quick clarification before we go. Over the weekends, a few Guardians that were scraping our articles to figure out whether or not Iron Banner bounties will be removed at the end of season, it was discovered that we had a slight error published on the website, and I wanted to take a moment to set expectations on what is being removed. Iron Banner bounties will not be removed at the end of the season. Bounties acquired and completed at any point during this season will be retained after the Witch Queen releases. Note, bounties retained from Season of the Lost will be capped at 1350 power and not give players any bonus power next season upon redemption. Additional note, these bounties will be removed at the end of season 16 as Saladin will be taking his turn in our rollout of vendor reworks. Final note, because I have you here, our final Iron Banner of the season will be during the final week of the Season of the Lost. Seasonal bounties related to Season of the Hunt, Season of the Chosen, Season of the Splicer, and Season of the Lost will be removed at the end of the season. Bounties from the Tangled Shore destinations will be removed at the end of the season. Some daily bounties from general activities or destinations may be removed depending on objective or reward balancing on a per bounty basis. Example, a handful of Drifter and Gunsmith bounties are being looked at alongside some vendor rework. Note, oh dear, did we just confirm that Drifter is getting a pass? Well, that shouldn't be a surprise. We're tinkering with Gambit in season 16. More on that in a future TWAB. Rule of thumb, if you do not want to lose your rewards, we highly recommend that you turn in your bounties before a New Year of Destiny content hits the server. While some of you are looking to rank up your artifact a bit faster than others, we expect many of your mod unlocks to come from completing the campaign and jumping into quest activities afterward. Take your time. You'll unlock all the goodies, we have no doubt. Thank you for stopping by for another TWAB. Next week, Hippie will take the reins again for her second TWAB. Till then, we'll see you in the wild. Cheers, DMG. Cheers. And there you go. That's been the TWAB. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like the video, please share it, and let me know what you think about the TWAB. What are you most excited about in this week's TWAB? Tell me in the comments below. But until next time, peace out, Guardians.